What does it really take to build a brand new home in the Japanese countryside? This is Wei's journey. It started with an abandoned, overgrown plot, buried under a dense bamboo grove, hidden a beautiful old Japanese stone retaining wall with history behind it. Before anything could be built, everything had to be cleared. What followed was a complete transformation from forgotten land to a stunning multi-generational home. This is the real process of building in rural Japan. Wade didn't do this alone. With the help of friends and fellow Americans, they spent months cutting through thick bamboo, one section at a time, in the intense summer heat. Special thanks to Jeff, Jacob, and Ike, and others as well. They were instrumental in getting it done. That kind of support is what made this transformation possible. Once the land was finally cleared, the heavy equipment moved in. Bulldozers carved out the driveway and reshaped the land. Then the foundation was laid, turning raw ground into the start of a home. As the frame of the house came together, they held a traditional ceremony called Jotoshiki. This marks the raising of the main beam, a major milestone in the build. It is a moment to give thanks, pray for safety, and celebrate how far the project has come. In the months that followed, an incredible transformation took place. What started as raw land became a beautiful crafted home, built step by step. The vision came to life. This pillar, every time I see it, is really pretty. The kitchen is now exposed. Before it was covered. It's really beautiful stainless steel top. German oven. German dishwasher, nice big size dishwasher. Really big sink. Like this feature. It's nice and big to clean. There's still some final commotion going on outside. That's a really nice stove. I'm pretty sure there's smooth closing, yep. Really nice countertop. And they also have a really nice sized pantry in here, which is a must, especially with a large family. Really nice, open, looking out this way while you're cooking. I really like this beautiful tatami. It's like a little office study. That's a neat concept. Again, another big window right here. Sliding doors, you can go outside, easy access. Looks like the dryer, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is a gas dryer. Gas dryers in Japan, I would say it's almost a must. The electric dryers don't do a very good job at all. These will dry your clothes in no time. The washer should be there. Still needs to be delivered. Really nice bathroom. Look at this. Yeah, beautiful. And it's actually soft to the touch. It's not hard. Oh, that's a cool where you can sit. And your cover. It's in Japan, the concept is that you always take a shower before you get in the bath. So many times there's it's full of water because it's clean, because you keep reusing it. You never get in there in a dirty body or soapy body. And then many times you kind of have like a little stool and you sit here and take a shower. And so you can see it's kind of low. It's pretty neat. You can shower and shave and everything here. Let's go over to the in-law side. Nice light coming in. That's really beautiful light coming in right there. This here is a toilet. It should open by itself here if I approach it. Yeah, there you go. Never used, but this is a Toto brand. And so you have all these options right here. Like a big flush, smaller flush, open and close the lid and the toilet seat itself. And then your bidet, and clean all your private areas and even air dry you. And then you have different modes too. You can increase it. You can have a little bit of music if you want to conceal the noise of your business. But yeah, toilets in Japan, again, I've said 1,000 times, but they're one of a kind. Really nice little sink. Normally these right here is just for a quick rinse your hands. Still making our way towards the in-laws. Past this over here is where the in-laws side is at. They have another door there for privacy and a different entrance as well. And these doors are really nice to see how they close by themselves. I really like this feature. Nice and smooth. And another sliding door right here as well. There you go. Awesome. And all this is untreated cedar, and it smells really, really nice, and it stays like that for years to come. I mean, we've been in our house for 3 years, and especially when we leave and come back, you can smell it. Really nice tatami room. This tatami room does have the sliding doors, and this gives you a little extra privacy, but then you can also open it up. And there's 3 doors. Really nice. With a closet. There's a lot of Japanese people still like to sleep on the floor. So normally you just lay out your futons. Put them away as soon as you're done. The other bedroom, perhaps. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a bedroom, or I'm not sure how they're going to use it, but definitely could be used as a bedroom for sure, obviously. Huge closet. Oh, this is a really big closet. I see they actually have their own separate power distribution panel. And easily could fit a queen size bed in here, maybe even king. And this side also has their own kitchen. And this kitchen is a little bit more basic, but still really nice. Oh, this is metal, obviously stainless steel. So these are normally like a set that you get at the store. And right over here, there's the shower. A little bit smaller shower, but still perfect size. If you push in, yeah, there you go. And as I said, all this is waterproof. Really nice concept. Well, let's go ahead and make it to the second floor. Really big up here. So down this way is the master bedroom, but up over here they also have another toilet, nice sink, and another Toto brand toilet. So over here we have a closet. Nice, ooh, big size. Really nice big size closet. And this other little room right here, maybe like a little office or something. And the master bedroom. Nice big size master bedroom. It's hard to believe that just about 6-7 months ago, there was nothing here. And as you can see through the window, all of that bamboo, to include where the house is at, was cut down by Wade and some other friends. But yeah, he took on the task of cutting all that bamboo, clearing this place. A really nice view from up here. In the winter, when it snows, it's a beautiful view. And then down there are his rice fields. So from up here, he can enjoy and look at all the work that he has to do. Next down to the other bedrooms. Look at this beautiful view from up here. Lots of natural light coming in. Really good choices. And here's another bedroom. Little closet. Nice. And over here they have 2 more bedrooms, but kind of connected with a divider. There's the divider right here. And again, a lot of nice natural light. Thanks for following Wade's journey from start to finish. If you want to see more of the early stages, check out the previous videos where we go deeper into the process. If you enjoy this kind of content, life as a retired American in the Japanese countryside, there's more coming. And if you got a story like this, reach out. I'd love to feature it. We'll roll up in the camper van and keep it simple. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.